Another nutrient mineral that's been in the news lately is iodine. Iodine is a type of micronutrient that's only needed for a very specific use, whereas the sodium is a macronutrient. It's used all over your body. The iodine is concentrated in the thyroid gland because it's incorporated into thyroxine, which is a hormone that regulates metabolism. If you have too much thyroxine, you can lose weight because your metabolism is going too fast. If you don't have enough thyroxine, you tend to gain weight and you're lethargic because you don't have enough to keep your metabolism going. Also, it's evident in goiter, and that's like around your neck where your thyroid is, it becomes swollen. And so one treatment for goiter and also thyroid cancer is treating the person with iodine 131. The isotope of iodine that's stable and mostly found in nature is iodine 128. That's a stable iodine. That's what most iodine is. But iodine 131 is made in particle accelerators, and it's made for clinical reasons to treat overactive thyroid or thyroid cancer. Because what it does is it also pulls in the thyroid gland, but this particular iodine is a beta emitter. And the beta particle, remember, they don't travel too far. So if the beta emission is occurring inside your thyroid gland, then it produces ionizing radiation, which, remember, knocks electrons out of bonds and breaks bonds, and so it destroys the thyroid tissue. And so your body stops making so much thyroxine because there's not so much tissue to do it, and or it just destroys the tissue and wipes out the thyroid cancer. Now, without a thyroid, you're not going to produce any thyroxine, so then people take hormone pills in that case, thyroid pills. All right. So the reason why it's in the news right now is because not only is it made in particle accelerators for clinical purposes, but it's also a fission product from uranium-235 fission. And so right now in the news in Japan, they've been having the serious problems with the nuclear reactors ever since at Fukushima, ever since the big earthquake, because the cooling water got knocked out, the reactors melted down, and then they got super hot and caused a chemical explosion, and plus they kept trying to release the pressure, and so in so doing they released I-31 into the environment. And so what people have been doing over there near that site where the iodine 131 concentrations have gone up is they've been using non-radioactive potassium iodide to treat this accidental exposure, because the iodide from the potassium iodide dissolves in the blood and then pools in the thyroid gland, so that the I-131 just passes right through and is eliminated from your body because it doesn't need to be taken up by the thyroid gland. So that's what's going on with the iodine 131. I had this also written down here. I forgot. Okay, so anyway, it is 3% of the total fission products by weight is the I-31. That's why they're paying so close attention to it, because it's a relatively large amount. And the other problem with it is that its half-life is 8 days, and so that means it's emitting its radiation relatively quickly. Now the bad news is if it's inside your body, chances are you're going to get hit by these beta particles. The good news is it clears from the environment pretty quickly, and since it is water soluble, it's moving through the environment pretty quickly. And that won't be a concern here pretty soon. So I just want to tell you about two minerals. Sodium is one that's found all over your body, maintains blood pressure. It also is important for maintaining the amount of water inside cells versus outside cells, the osmotic pressure. It's important in neuro messages, getting the electrical signal moving down nerves, all kinds of reasons. That's why it's a macronutrient, and it's very, very important. Obviously, it's necessary to have, but too much can cause high blood pressure, especially in certain populations. And then the iodide is more of a specific micronutrient needed just for the thyroxine, the metabolism regulating thyroid hormone. And it's in the news right now because we've got some radioactive iodine that's made its way into the environment. So that's it on the vitamins and minerals.